Time to introduce you to this thing. I'm a Christian missionary to abortion mills in Chicago. DM me to connect. This is what this thing does.
Are you here for an abortion?
I just got one.
How do you feel now?
Great.
You feel great that you
Yes.
but you realized that was your child.
Was. Have a good one.
That's right. He harasses women outside of abortion clinics.
Just because
You're indoctrinated.
zero.
Of course.
Zero.
You're not helping any of the kids we're put into that system.
So you're trying to shame me for not fostering children as you murder a child.
She's not murdering a child. First of all, she's not murdering a child. There's a reason why it's called a fetus and not a child. Because it's not a child until it's born. So says your God in your Bible. But more to the point, answer her question. Why aren't you fostering any children? You want women to have children that they don't want to have, but you don't want to foster or adopt any of those unwanted children. Seems to me you're really good at talking the talk, but you suck at walking the walk.
Explain to me how it's just to take this baby's life.
It's not a baby, it's a fetus.
It's turmoil, like it's trash.
Well, the most turmoil this baby's gonna go through is his or her mom ending his or her life.
You won't even know.
No, it will. No, well, God knows.
Who gives a fuck about your God?
So you're comparing tree life to human life?
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes. At that early age, yes.
ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am.
I am.
Do you think this is smart, honestly? You think it's smart to compare human beings to trees?
I do think it's smart to compare these abortions to cutting down trees, yes.
So, like I said, this is what this festering bucket of liquefied dog shit does. He harasses women in need of medical care outside of abortions in the city of Chicago. But it's not all bad news.
Yesterday, the Chicago Police Department ticketed me for preaching the gospel outside of an abortion mill. And I'm going to explain
Good
to you
news.
everything that transpired. So
Good
it's
news.
important to know the abortion facility called the police on us because they were
Good.
enraged about the fact that we had a mobile ultrasound unit parked across the street. They were so mad that the abortionist doctor left the abortion mill and knocked on the front door of the mobile unit to try to get a mom off. When she realized that the mom was not going to come off, she called the police on us. When the police originally arrived, they affirmed that we were doing nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with preaching outside of the abortion clinic, and there's nothing wrong with having a mobile ultrasound unit across the street. However, after much pressure from the abortion clinic, the officers caved. And that's when they told me they were going to write me a ticket for disorderly conduct.
Good.
Originally, the officer said that he was ticketing me for what I had said.
What do you need my information for?
It's gonna be a disorderly conduct MCC violation, okay?
For what?
Okay, for what you just said out here in front of the store. What you just said out here in front of the store.
For what I said?
This is important to note because the Chicago Code says a person commits disorderly conduct when they knowingly approach a person within 8 feet of the abortion mill. So speaking in front of the abortion mill is not illegal, but knowingly approaching a woman is. And so when he verbalized that he was ticketing me for what I had said,
What?
Okay, for what you just said out here in front of the store.
I knew that he clearly did not understand the municipal codes. However, when I read the ticket, it actually says this. The ticket reads that I knowingly approached another person. So he said it's because of my words, but he wrote on my ticket it's because I approached. So that's when I decided to look into my camera and see if I could find the encounter that he was ticketing me for. Here's that video.
Ma'am, your baby is beautiful to God. We'd love to help you. There's other options.
We have a free
God
medical clinic
loves your
across the
baby.
street.
God loves your baby. God loves your baby.
There you go. You step towards her. That's approaching in my book.
Sir,
You be the judge. Did I approach anybody?
your baby is beautiful to God. We'd love to help you.
Did I get within 8 feet of the patient, or is this officer
Don't care.
wrongly ticketing me? Let me know what you think.
Hopefully the city of Chicago changes the ordinances to make it illegal for you to stand out in front of an abortion clinic and do that. Don't care what you did. Don't care what you said. I'm glad that he ticketed you. You fucking scumbags need to start leaving people the fuck alone. Go do something else with your fucking life. How much money did it cost you to have a mobile ultrasound out there? And how much good could that have done in impoverished communities in that very same city? How come you're not helping people actually in need? Because you feel like you need to run around the world telling everybody about your God. Fuck you and your God.